Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me?
Not a game. We talking about practice.
We thought they were, and we let them off the hook.
Besides, if it was me, I'm coming. I'm flat out coming.
It's my quarterback. And if you guys do that, man, it's unfair.
Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to another exciting edition of the Sports Report Podcast. I'm your host, Mr. William D. Morgan, and I got a whole cast of characters with me. It's good to be back. Good to be back on a Monday, even though my teams are getting drugged. It is what it is. And both teams are seriously looking beyond the results. Let me go ahead and bring my man Seven in real quick. Who's going to be, I guess, doing something special tonight? I don't know. What's up, Seven?
Something special. Seven is talking like the legend himself, Mr. Ricky Henderson.
He is a legend.
May he rest in peace.
How you doing, Andrew? Thank you for coming out to the stream.
Andrew, thank you for coming out to watch Seven Podcasts. Best podcaster in history.
Yes. Yes, Lord. Yes. All right. Let me go ahead and bring on the other Kansas City Chiefs fan. What are you doing, Andrew? Are you still messing with you trying to set up for a porn scene or something up and messing with your camera like that? Oh my God.
Nah, man, it is my mic that I'm messing with because I don't know if you saw, but I got my new boom mic today.
Okay, cool.
Excited. I can say that I'm excited. So I'm now going to move my mic around. Hopefully it sounds good. You guys can hear me, right?
Yeah.
I don't need to be pulling no Seven speaking in the third person. By the way, is Seven going to refer to himself in the third person the entire day? Because then Seven's going to get his ass kicked when Ando comes to see him.
Damn.
But nah, for real though, for real. Saddened by the loss of Ricky Henderson. Fun fact, I thought Ricky Henderson was Mr. October. It was then brought to my attention that is Reggie Jackson. And then very shamelessly, I admitted that I thought H8 or RH and RJ were the same initials. So shout out to Ambrose for putting me in my place. Thanks, man.
All right.
Damn shame. It's like thinking that Caitlin Clark is white. Just
no, Caitlin Clark is white. Angel Reese is pretending like she's crying all the time.
Damn.
Has anyone actually seen Angel Reese and Cam Newton in the same place? That's all Seven wants to know.
Hell no, I ain't seen him in the same. That's a good point.
I'm just saying.
That's a good point. All right, let me go ahead and bring on. This man is a huge Minnesota Vikings fan. Original version of player versus team. Let me bring my man John in. John, what's up, man? How you doing tonight?
What's going on, guys?
John is flying high like them Seahawks are flying low after Geno threw another interception.
Hey,
Geno gonna Geno, man.
Geno go Geno.
We're witnessing greatness is on college level. And
I saw that. I saw the shirt.
Make it so bad, though. It ain't like Geno ain't got weapons.
No. I mean, all you have to do is throw
weapons,
Jackson and Jigba like 55 million times a game. You'll be fine.
DK and Lockett is getting a little seasoned, but he's still smart on the field. So
yeah. All right. I'm scared to bring this person on. Cowboys were what? bring this next person on. Who we got? The Cowboys were cheated. Oh, what up, Zoe? What up, Zoe? What going on?
Hold on.
Ain't no way.
I gotta ask. How are the Cowboys cheated? They won. Their defense literally stole the ball out of the receiver's hands for the Bucs as he was falling to the ground. Baker makes this absolutely amazing play that the Cowboys were going to let run for a touchdown. And that defender's like, nah, fam. Nah, I'm going to take the ball before you hit the ground. Cowboys were cheated.
Hey, I will say this, though. Me and Kyle was talking about it in the chat. Rashad White need to go. He need to go. He can't because Irvin, and I agree with Kyle as well, that Bucky Irvin is a little too small to be a 4-down back.
I like that White is a change of pace type of back. Like, you know the type of running that you're going to get with Bucky Irving. White can give you the power, or White can give you the speed that you need.
But you can replace White with almost anybody at this point.
Not with the salary cap that the Cowboys don't have.
They got the worst running game I've ever seen.
Right? Who is that? They paid Dak. They just gave the money away for free.
Look, Jerry Jones was looking past the results when he signed a big old contract.
Exactly. Looking beyond the results, boy. Looking beyond the results. I'm telling you, man. Man, listen. Saints down right now, 24-0. Bulls getting dragged. I almost wore a damn paper bag to this damn podcast tonight.
This is after they came back and beat the Celtics yesterday.
Yes.
This weekend.
Yes.
But how do you go from beating the Celtics, arguably the second best team in the East? I think people will argue that they're the best. And then you be like, nah, fam, it's Milwaukee. We good.
So who's won? Who's the number
Cleveland.
one?
Cleveland has the best record in the NBA right now.
That don't mean shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to be like.
People will argue that they're 1 or 2 in the conference.
I'm not gonna believe in Cleveland until they start playing better defense. That's when I believe in Cleveland.
Right.
What does 7 think? 7, give us your opinion.
7, give us what 7's opinion would be.
7 ain't watched basketball all this year, so 7 ain't got shit.
I still don't believe in the Cavs. I'm not worried about it.
Hey, let's go ahead and get into the hoe because I do want to get into some of these games. Start talking about them. Let's go ahead and get into the hoe, y'all. Commanders versus the Eagles.
Let's go, Washington.
Who was responsible for them losing the game? Was it the Philly defense?
Washington.
Or Kenny Pickett.
Washington was responsible for knocking out Jalen Hurts.
No.
But it wasn't Pickett who lost the game, no, I don't think.
Philly's defense lost it.
Philly's defense lost it. Philly's defense gave the offense multiple chances.
I'm about to get in the group chat and tell Casey to come defend his Eagles. Hold up.
Hell yeah.
His Eagles?
Yeah, his Eagles.
That's going to be funny as hell. That's funny as hell.
Oh, man.
But you got to give it up, man. You got to give Jaden Daniels. He played well. You got to give it up to him.
Even though K said he's trash, I can't agree with that.
Yep, I agree. He's offensive. It's either him or Bowers, and I don't think Bowers has the statistical firepower to compete with
No.
Any other year, Bowers, I'm pretty sure has it. One of the better performances in recent history for a skill position player. However, Jaden Daniels didn't just play well. Because Bo Nix, who should be in this conversation, had a great season and played really well, really surpassed expectations. Mm-hmm. Jaden Daniels did that and then some. He did it with electricity. He elevated an entire city as a rookie. You don't do that very often. Bowers didn't do that. Bo Nix didn't do that.
Bo Nix didn't start the way. Yeah. He didn't start that way.
It's amazing. It's amazing, man. I got a fantasy question. How many people lost their fantasy Sunday because Hurts got hurt?
You did it again.
I didn't even make the playoffs.
God damn!
I made the playoffs. I made the playoffs. I'm still leading right now. in my well, I ain't gonna say, I'm gonna say in my jelly beans league. There you go. In my jelly beans league, I'm leading right now. Where Hurts doing what he did, so hopefully I can hold on and get this win this week, so I can get my jelly beans. I can get my jelly beans.
CMC first overall in his fantasy.
I did that in the league too. I ain't doing it no more. Nope.
Hell no.
I ain't trusting CMC no more.
You might have played 2 games this year. No way.
Seven thinks that CMC is going to be the reason why Seven doesn't trust right running backs anymore.
Damn.
I'm Seven by CMC in fantasy football.
Next year, Seven's going to draft Derrick Henry, and Derrick Henry's going to fall off the face of the earth.
Seven going to draft an all-black team next year and make the playoffs for a change.
Seven,
just remember, you got to draft Zoe first overall.
Seven still think Jordan Love white.
Wait, what?
Oh man, I ain't gonna forget we had that call. I was at work. I was just getting off from work, and Seven said, "I said, look at this motherfucker here."
As long as you don't tell Seven that Arthur Smith is white, we're good.
Oh man! All right, let's get into this Falcons game. Falcons get a win. Looks like they're gonna win that division. Michael Penix got the start. What y'all think about that Michael Penix performance?
That interception was not his fault.
No, it wasn't.
Kyle just got there. Here. Take the ball, sir.
Seven is out on Kyle Pitts. Seven is out on Kyle Pitts.
Agreed.
Seven's out.
Brock Bowers is what Kyle Pitts should be.
Yep.
Yeah, I just to have that much upside coming out of college, and you still are not performing. He's had multiple quarterbacks to do it with, multiple offensive systems.
You can't tell Seven that there wasn't any reason why he couldn't have had better numbers with First Cousins at quarterback.
First Cousins. He did that.
First cousin.
He went to third cousins.
Yeah, he third cousin. Yeah, he third cousin. Hell yeah.
He fucking permanent. Put him out the family.
Is Kirk, like, I heard of talks, are they officially going to?
They're going to cut him for that $10 million roster bonus due.
Yep.
Okay, but he's still on the team.
Yeah. But they're going to cut his ass. They're going to cut his ass.
They're going to cut him before the next season starts. So probably.
And they still going to owe him $101 million.
Before March, they'll have him cut. So that's
they still owe him that much?
Yep.
Yeah.
He's in the first year.
Yep. And you got to pay him.
Yep.
The Grandmaster. You hear me?
Don't worry. The Falcons don't have anything to worry about. End of February, Mickey Loomis is going to call. He's going to
he ain't. No, he ain't. No, he ain't. No, he ain't.
Ask the results.
No, he ain't.
And you're
no, he ain't. I rebuke that. I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. No, I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. I'd rather keep Spencer Rattler his interception throwing ass than get some damn Kirk Cousins. The hell with Kirk Cousins. That man has how much money?
Kirk going to New Orleans.
Listen. That man got that much. No, he ain't. That man got that much money and one playoff win. That got more playoff wins than he do.
How many does
Dak have? 2?
He got 2.
Both of them.
One against
Dak got $300 million, right?
Yeah.
Okay, they both trash. They're just horrible.
Both of them trash.
Hold on.
Here go Kyle. He go Case. He go Kyle. He go Kyle to defend his Eagles. To defend the honor of his Philadelphia Eagles. With my man Kyle in. Kyle, what's up, man? How you doing, bro?
I'm alive.
Hey, it's a good day for him, man.
Hated Philadelphia.
Clap it up for it.
It's good to see you, bro. How you feeling about them Eagles right now? How you feeling?
He's hurt, okay? He's hurt that hurts, okay?
First of all, my Sunday didn't close out correctly. It didn't close out correctly. Hurts got hurt. Eagles lost. But the goddamn Bucs secondary let CD Lamb catch the ball all over the fucking place yesterday.
It wasn't just CD Lamb.
It was everybody.
It wasn't just CD Lamb.
His prop. CD that guy.
I'm still trying to figure out on that last play, on that last scoring play that the Commanders did to Jamison Crowder. Nobody was covering him. It's like the DB just stopped and he kept going like he expected help to come.
It was
The only
that
argument
dumbass zone.
Go ahead, Kyle.
That's secondary trash.
It was the zone. The linebacker was supposed to go to the middle of the field, the middle of the red zone, but he didn't. He hung with the other receiver.
Secondary trash.
And that's what's going to expose them in the playoffs.
Yep.
Oh, they're the number 1 ranked defense. They put 36 points put on your head. I don't see
You
how.
got 36 nuts put on your head in that game in Washington.
He said nuts.
Wow.
I did.
He said nuts.
Wow.
Hey, you shouldn't talk that way. You shouldn't talk that way in front of Sparky. You really shouldn't.
Okay, Sparky approves.
Oh my God.
Sparky deserves better.
Hey,
and
well,
well.
he's a dragon. He's dragging those nuts across the Eagles' forehead right now. That's what he's doing.
Oh my God.
7 approved.
Seven approves or 7 approval.
Even with
That's
that
our
being
tagline
said,
for tonight is 7 approved.
I just want to say real quick, even though with all these results and people getting knocked out, just know I'm living in the DMV. Commanders ain't gonna do nothing. They gonna get bounced out.
So
They're
how
gonna
it's
get
right
bounced.
now is the Commanders are going to play the
They
Eagles.
find a way to lose. So all y'all people,
Commanders are gonna play
everybody
the-
give me hype, trash.
The Eagles
but
are
they
going to
find a way.
They got the Commanders figured out, and Jaden Daniels is going to put his stamp of the best rookie season in a very long time. He's going to beat the Eagles in the playoffs, and then he's going to get wrecked by the Lions because that Lions defense is going to have something to prove.
No.
I don't know. They hurt all over the place.
Although that's a walking mass unit.
Agreed.
That's a walking mass unit.
But you know Dan Campbell is going to be looking at that Commanders team when they beat the Eagles, because if the Commanders beat the Eagles as the 7th seed, they have to go to Detroit. And Dan Campbell is going to light a fire under that team's ass. That's what Campbell does.
I mean, their offense is going to torch the Commanders' defense if that happens.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
But
The Lions' defense is banged up, so,
Jaden Daniels that now has this much experience against that beat up defense.
Ooh, okay.
I think that's a closer matchup than a lot of people are talking about right now with the potential Commanders Lions matchup in the that would be the divisional round, right?
Yep.
In the divisional round.
Yep.
The Lions are beat up, and Dan Campbell gets cocky and makes bad decisions on 4th down.
Yeah.
And in play calling in clutch situations. You don't have as much room to fail in the postseason as you do in the regular season. It comes down to one play. Most postseason games come down to one play, either direction.
Yep.
That is where Dan Campbell could fail, right there.
Yep.
Same reason that he got blown up against the 49ers last year in the NFC Championship game.
100%.
Let's talk about exactly what Jaden did, because Jaden eliminated the Cowboys. He eliminated the 49ers. He eliminated the Arizona Cardinals.
The Cardinals eliminated them. Damn.
GOAT status.
Hey, real quick, though. Shout out to Bryce Young. He is learning. Learning, and I'm proud of him.
Yes.
I saw his decision-making was better. He's more decisive.
He is a completely different quarterback now than he was.
Was a wake-up call for him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
We're getting better.
For sure. I did want to talk about, and let's keep Tank Dell in thoughts, because that was a nasty injury.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope he can recover from that.
And that sucked the wind right out of the Texans too.
Oh yeah, it did. It really did.
That
oh my
was brutal.
goodness.
There's some stills of that play that I'm surprised the NFL hasn't gotten taken down, because that knee looks rough. So that release that came out today that said it was a dislocated knee and a torn ACL with other damage.
Yep. MCL got affected.
Yeah, he's cooked. I don't know that he's going to make it back in time to start next season.
Yep. And it may be in his better interest to sit next year out too.
This is his 2nd season in a row that he's ended it early because it was the other knee last year, wasn't it?
I do believe so.
It's one of the most dynamic young receivers with an electric quarterback like CJ Stroud. That was going to be a deadly force in the postseason. So I just, as Sucks for him. It sucks for football.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Against week 13 against the Broncos last year, Dell suffered a fractured fibula. It doesn't say which leg because I'm looking at it at Wikipedia. So yeah, it was a fractured fibula. So week 13, so that would have been the end of November last year. And then obviously now the dislocated knee and the torn
He got shot after that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he got shot in the offseason too.
Oh Jesus, man.
Yeah, I feel bad for him. So bad.
Let's talk about that Baltimore game real quick. Baltimore gets a quality win against the Steelers, 34-17. Lamar got that boogeyman off his back. I got issues with Stephen A. Smith, as I always do.
I got issues with his hairline, but go ahead.
He's still saying that, and I think it's closer than what you think. And I like Josh Allen, I do. But when you go back and look at the defeats, when you go back and look at the results that you have with Lamar versus Josh Allen, I don't know how he puts Josh Allen so far ahead of Lamar Jackson. I don't know how.
Because
he holds Josh Allen up here and like Lamar here. And don't get me wrong, I know Lamar got some bad losses, don't get me wrong, but Josh is in the same boat.
You know what I think it is? I think if you look outside of the show, they're trying to push this narrative. Again, I fuck with Josh Allen. But
I like him too.
I think for the common man, I'm tired of Lamar Jackson getting MVP and not doing shit anyway. So I don't think he needs to get it. I don't care how good Lamar Jackson plays.
No, please disregard Casey. He's always been a Lamar Jackson hater.
Let's give him MVP.
That guy.
Let's give him MVP again, and then they go shit the bed in the playoffs again. I think what they need to start doing is stop basing it on team wins. If you're going to be the season MVP and it's just based on numbers and not team wins, it would eliminate a lot of the dumb shit. Because if you think about it, look at the Bengals. Joe Burrow technically would be MVP.
Yep.
If the Bengals' record was better.
Yep.
He technically would be that. Jared Goff shouldn't be in the conversation. I don't know where they got that from. But the Josh Allen being here and Lamar Jackson.
I don't agree with it.
This shit is like that. They're like a game or so apart from each other.
No.
Maybe two.
No, it's farther than that. This is actually one of the few spots that I don't diverge from Stephen A. Smith, and I'll tell you why.
I'm sorry. Who will tell us why?
And Seven will tell you why.
Okay, just making sure.
We talked about it multiple times on this show. The way that you beat the Baltimore Ravens is to make Lamar Jackson be an actual quarterback.
Just make him throw the ball. Yep.
If you're going to give an award to a quarterback and say that they're the MVP of the season, they can't suck at the primary function of their job.
Always makes me laugh, man.
Josh Allen can make it rain. He has the most arm talent of any quarterback in the league. And I'm a Chiefs fan saying that. I know that pure arm talent-wise, there is not a quarterback in the league that's better. Aaron Rodgers in his prime is the only one that comes close.
Well, I have a question. So, the argument would they be like, well, 3 + 4 = 7, but 2 + 5 also equals 7. So, just because he doesn't throw it, he still gets the same results. Does it still make him not a quarterback?
No, because when they need him most, he can't close the deal.
So, I'm going to say it like this, and I think I got 7 coming back the same way. If you put Lamar Jackson down by 3 with under a minute, Lamar's going to shit the bed. Whereas with Josh, you put him in the same situation. Doesn't matter the weapons around him. Lamar cannot put the ball in positions that Josh Allen can put the ball.
Okay, so you're saying, so basically, I'm sorry, you're saying Lamar is not as clutch.
Correct. Yeah. Well, It's not just clutch. If you look at how Lamar throws the football compared to how Josh throws the football, Josh has the talent and the power behind his throws to put the ball into places that Lamar just can't do it. I don't know if it's training, fundamentals, practice facilities. Lamar puts more pride into his running ability. Up until the fourth quarter, up until the 2 minute in the fourth quarter, Lamar and Josh can put the exact same numbers up, but Lamar is going to look better on the run. Lamar is that quarterback that goes, okay, I'm going to sit in the pocket, 1, 2, 3. I'm taking off if it's not there. Whereas Josh is 1, 2, 3, step up. Look, you're not open. Okay, now I got to run. Lamar has that fun. And it's the same thing that I critiqued Michael Vick about for so long, that Michael Vick, because of his, and I'm not saying that I'm not saying that Lamar isn't giftedly talented. I would love to run the football and be able to take off as fast as Lamar does. But in a situation where you need to be able to throw the ball down the field, Lamar doesn't have the talent that Josh Allen has.
So I have a big question. Yep. So I said it's a previous show. I said Josh Allen is basically this era is kind of Cam Newton at his peak. So peak Cam Newton. Do you ready to listen? No. I'm talking about running. I'm talking about running. Listen. If you take peak Cam Newton, are you taking who's better? Peak Cam Newton that's able to run and throw, which basically Josh Allen does, or you still taking Lamar? Who's you taking?
Peak Cam Newton.
7, I'll let you take it.
Cam Newton. Peak Cam Newton.
7 has to go with Josh Allen because Pete Cam Newton was still not as durable.
No, I'm talking about before injuries. I'm talking about before injuries, though.
I understand.
I still got Pete Cam Newton.
Cam
went to a Super Bowl.
I'm taking Cam.
That he was designed to lose in, by the way.
You said what? Right. What did you say, John?
Cam was designed to lose in that Super Bowl.
Yep.
It was orchestrated, but
it was. It was some bullshit organization.
Everyone disagree with that.
He should have dove on that ball.
I will sit in the boat with you and say I would pick Josh Allen. I mean, it is like picking a $5 bill and 5 $1 bills. I will take Josh Allen.
I will say no injuries to level the playing. 7 will say no injuries to level the playing field. It is honestly a toss-up. And 7 can justify picking Cam Newton at that point.
Give me Pete Cam. That man.
Wait, now I need to know Casey because Casey hates both of them. So I want to know who he's gonna pick.
So y'all do know what she said between Lamar Jackson and Pete Cam Newton.
Oh, we said Lamar and
I said Lamar and Pete Cam Newton. Yeah, because I just was about to say like y'all picking Pete Cam Newton over Josh Allen. Pete Cam Newton couldn't read defenses, and all he did was throw the ball to Greg Olsen.
That's all he had. That's all he had. No, but Steve Smith, but Steve was more at the end. But Steve Smith was more at the end than he was at the beginning.
If they would have had Smitty in the Super Bowl, they'd have won.
Yeah.
So wait, Casey, are you picking Lamar? Or are you picking Cam?
I'm picking Cam Newton.
Okay.
I'll pick Cam.
I'll pick. Okay. 7 thought it was Josh Allen and Cam. If it's Lamar and Cam, 100% Cam every time.
Yep, agreed.
Give me Cam all day.
I'm going to say Cam because I think physically, he is a physical. Now, Lamar's got the speed, sure, but I think Cam will run you over, and that's going to wear the defense down.
But that also hurt him. Because he didn't get a lot of calls that he should have gotten.
Like, man, we're turning injuries off. Cam's not.
Okay, the injury slider off. Okay, we playing Madden. Okay, we playing Madden. Injury slider off. Okay, I got you. Slam. Injury slider off.
It's only fair because of what Cam Newton went through in his career.
Yeah,
I think honestly, like really.
Yep.
Now, because of the Tank Dell injury, it looks like another former Pittsburgh Steelers receiver gets a shot. Deontay Johnson signs with the Houston Texans. Now, is this going to be the spot we can reclaim some of that former glory he had with the Steelers?
Nope.
Or is he still going to act up?
I don't think he's going to have an opportunity to play around. I think the next 2 games, we're going to find out if he's serious about football. And if he's not, he will. If he's on the field, Stroud ain't looking his way. I don't think he may get a reception or 2 in the playoffs, but that's it.
No, I think it might look up for him because again, he went to a team where he wasn't going to get the ball thrown to him anyway.
Yep.
He wasn't getting the ball. Lamar's throwing to Mark Andrews, Isaiah Likely,
Rashad Bateman,
and Zay Sunflower Seeds.
And Bateman too sometimes.
Yo, Bateman
been getting some looks past few weeks.
They've been getting some looks now. He's been getting some looks.
Bateman gets
past few weeks. He's been getting some.
Yeah. Yeah. But I like Zay Flowers though. One of the things that I think could be
beneficial for the transition of Deontay Johnson to the Texans is DeMeco Ryans.
Yeah.
He's a former player that is more remembered than Harbaugh, because Harbaugh is remembered for his coaching.
Right.
That's it. DeMeco Ryans is still, at least in more recent memory, of a player. And
Yes,
I think
absolutely.
7 things I can
He
make.
ain't gonna put up with that shit. So
No, I ain't gonna put up with no crap. He ain't gonna put up with no trash.
Yeah, so he knows. He knows what's expected. So 7 things that could work out. Boomer bust now. Really.
Let me move over to the Rams, to the Rams and the Jets. If you're Garrett Wilson, do you go in demanding a trade after season's end?
You can try, but what do you have? What leverage do he have? He don't have no leverage. What leverage does he have?
How old is he? He's still early 20s. He's only been in the league for a couple years.
Yeah, he's like 25, 26.
Like 25, 26, yeah.
Yeah. 7 agrees with Kyle. No leverage.
No leverage.
I feel sorry for that man. I really do.
He's only 24.
Okay. I feel sorry for that man. I really do. I really do feel sorry for that man.
Another
They
season
got
at least before he's got a leg to stand on there, unfortunately.
they got the once they picked up Devontae Adams, that was about it for him. That was it.
7 had him in fantasy. He wasn't bad for 2 weeks after that, and then that was it.
The Jets are a shit show.
Trash.
and he putting them stinking ass motherfuckers on TV, man. Like I don't get it.
Yeah, I'm gonna argue. Looking at his stats right now through 15 games, Garrett Wilson has 90 receptions, which is 5 off of his career high.
Mm-hmm.
He has 987 yards, which is 160 shy of his career high, which he put up as his rookie. And he already has 6 touchdowns this year. So you could make the argument that if he does go to management for a trade, his numbers are on the upside. He has 1 year left on his rookie deal. There may be a team willing to trade second, a third.
Snap him up.
Yeah.
90K.
A team like the Raiders could use him to fundamentally help out his rookie quarterback. What do you think, Seven?
Think about it, though. The risk that he pulls without leverage, he doesn't get to pick his team.
Correct.
True.
The Saints could send a second because they know it'll sell tickets. The Saints aren't going to be competitive for the next 2 years at least.
Why you got to put my Saints in this? We're already struggling. We bring the paper bags back.
Oh man.
At least when you're flying drones over the city, nobody can see them because you got a dome.
At least you're not the Jets, Lil. At least you ain't the Jets. That's
Saints
bad.
is trash.
Would you rather be the Jets?
And it's all management's fault for instead of taking the L and investing in a rookie quarterback and taking a couple of L's here and there. They want to try to kick the damn can down the road every damn season and keep these old dudes on the team. The team old, man.
This is what happens when you look past the results.
Yeah, exactly what happens when you look past the results. Exactly. I ain't trying. Look, I'm not gonna try to see him. I'm not gonna try to say him for. I love Demario Davis. I love you, Demario Davis. I love Cam Jordan, but those are 2 older dudes who are coming up there. You're gonna have to start looking. You're gonna have to look at some point moving on from them. Your secondary shows some promise. But Derek Carr ain't shit. And we all know this. He ain't shit. And Kirk Cousins ain't too much of a better improvement. So again, you tied to and you tied. No, he ain't. And you tied and you're tied to Carr because of that contract. That's what you tied to him for next season. That's why I say Kirk Cousins ain't coming.
If Derek Carr was a car, what kind of car would he be?
Beat up Oldsmobile in your front yard. That's what he'll be. Beat up Oldsmobile. That's what he'll be. Beat up. Every third game, he going out with a concussion or shoulder injury or a combination of both. It's just a damn shame. Just a damn shame. And And you stuck to him at least for, and you stuck to him for at least, and you stuck to him for at least next year because of his contract. And instead of letting Alvin Kamara go, you're muted, Seven. And instead of letting Alvin Kamara go, and I love Kamara, favorite Saint, you signed him to another 2-year deal.
What's left?
Let him and his nose ring go.
What's the money that's left? Because he didn't sign a mega deal with them. There's no way it's more than like 35 million.
It was more like 40.
Really?
If memory serves.
Yep. In March of 2023, Carr signed a 4-year, $150 million contract with the Saints. $100 million guarantee, or sorry, $100 million contract is guaranteed with 60 guaranteed at signing. He receives a $28.5 million signing bonus, and his 2023 and 2024 base salaries were guaranteed.
This bullshit. That's some bullshit for a mid-ass quarterback. There's
$10 million in salary on that.
For a mid-ass quarterback.
Oh man.
There's not going to be.
But the Saints are keep.
Would you rather be in a situation like Aaron Rodgers and every like that shit show, or do you need to be grateful, Willie?
These fucking Aaron Rodgers can throw a damn out route right.
Only because he keeps begging for receivers to come to New York.
I mean, it's like at least he can still throw the football. At least he's not scared to stand in the pocket. Every time somebody come around Derek Carr's feet, he's trembling in fear. Oh no! Come on, man.
Derek Carr gonna fuck around and be on the Browns or the Jets. That's what's gonna happen.
He had it. Yeah, send his ass on somewhere.
He's gonna wind up being a backup.
Listen. Look, I ain't gonna sit here and lie, y'all. And y'all think I'm being funny when I say this. We should have kept Jameis.
I don't know. Ain't no damn difference.
We should have kept Jameis. At least Jameis would have been entertaining. At least Jameis would have been entertaining.
I mean, he brought a word of prayer.
The man threw 30 touchdowns and 30 interceptions. I'll take that versus what we got right now.
He's Josh Freeman all over again.
Hey, I'll take that versus what we got right now. 30 touchdowns and 30 interceptions. Man, the hell with Derek Carr.
I'm dead. Hey, but guys, I gotta go pack.
Bye,
hey, what? Hold up now. You going out of town?
For Christmas, I gotta see my folks.
I'm
about to go back to the hometown with John.
You coming to the city?
Okay. Y'all going to a Panthers game? I got you.
The Saints don't want that man back after he was dancing like this in the fucking locker room and shit. I don't want that shit back.
What song was playing in the background?
I forgot what the fuck he was. That was the game.
Hey, I don't, and I get why the Browns benched him. I do, but it's like they still lost 24-6. I mean,
they could have just let him finish it out.
Let him finish the season.
Rock it out.
Let Jameis finish the season. Eating W's all night. Let a man finish. Damn.
Crab legs.
At least they're legal W's and not illegal crab legs.
Exactly.
Crab legs.
Exactly. And we still never got an answer about why he did those crab legs. We still didn't get no answer about that. That's a damn shame.
He gonna say some Bible quote.
The Lord.
The Lord made it.
A man that does not work will not eat some foolishness. He gonna say some dumb shit.
Lord bless me with the ability to pick up the crabs and put them in my mouth. Cooked or not. But the Lord give me the ability to process them.
Amen.
Amen.
The ability to play in the snow.
Get a bum.
Ability to play in the snow.
Lord, deliver me from my want of having crab legs and boosting from the.
And then I asked.
Did he take it from like Costco or something? He took it from like.
And then I asked for a touchdown, and I threw it to the other team, and it was a pick six. So the Lord answered my prayers. I then asked for another touchdown.
Y'all need to get y'all boy.
Oh man.
Man, all right, we're gonna hit this. We're gonna go ahead and talk about some basketball here. The Lakers look like they playing a little bit better since the return of the Braun.
I'm about to dip out though. But
all right now,
go ahead with the Braun. Hey John, defend the Lakers. Go ahead. You got my back on this, okay? Defend the Lakers.
I know.
All right, yeah,
I got your back on Doc Rivers now, but
hold on, wait. Don't hold up. I gotta stay for 5 more minutes because did you see that bullshit? Did you see what Glenn Glenn won, and they had him holding the trophy. Did you see that bullshit? That shit pissed me off.
So he hadn't won a championship since Boston. He don't know how to hold the bitch.
Why?
He ain't seen a championship. He ain't seen since that shit in Boston. He don't know. He done forgot.
Let him lay
His
it.
knees about the buckle. If y'all don't,
That motherfucker forgot. Oh shit! I ain't taking my arthritis medicine this morning. Oh, this trophy heavy. Oh,
He forgot how heavy it was. Wait, he's never held the mid cup season championship before, so he was just surprised.
oh, he gonna and like I said in the chat, you know he gonna ride that shit to the end of his career.
I hope they get rid of it so he won't get no more, and it don't count for nothing no more.
But you know what? But you know what? But you know what? And this is why this is why I take issues with people like Nick Wright. Because Nick Wright says this mid-season bullshit need to really count for something.
No, it don't.
It's a participation trophy. What the hell does it mean to count?
Of course, a bronze sexual is going to feel that way.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I was talking to coworkers about this at work last week, and I don't see the point of it. Like, it doesn't do. I mean, so it gives you a couple games in the standings. It gives all the players more money, which they're making more than, except baseball players, more money than any other sports athlete. What? Cool. Awesome. Michael never needed an in-season tournament to make his name. Kobe never needed an in-season tournament to make his name. I personally don't see it. I don't see the flair to it. The courts look dumb. I hate the color cording of the courts that they got.
I ain't gonna lie. I think the courts are fire.
I don't. What, Will? What, Will? You want to see the Bulls play on a red fucking court?
No, I'm looking at 7. I'm looking at 7. What the hell?
That's a dragon. Sparky's friend.
Fucking crab.
You said a crab. Oh shit!
Fucking parakeet or something.
Oh shit! Damn, we got an update in this damn.
That's a dragon.
That's a dragon.
We got a full-fledged dragon, yo.
We got an update in it.
I don't think Sparky likes that.
We got to update it. We got to update in. We got to update in this damn. We got to update in this game. In this damn game, Green Bay's beating the Saints 27, and then Bradman managed to kick a damn field goal.
Hold on.
You said nothing.
27-0. The Saints defense is playing better in the second half. They've only allowed 2 field goals instead of 3 touchdowns. Well, that's improvement. What is the new coach doing? He's looking past the results.
There you go.
If we allow field goals, they can't beat us by touchdowns.
Facts. Call looking past the result.
Facts. But let me ask y'all this: am I looking at this right, or are the Lakers playing a little bit better than what they were before? Because they're 16-12.
It's just a tad bit better. Just a tad bit.
It will. When you have no, shut up, Brandon. Don't say it. No, never mind. Ando ain't gonna say what he wanted to say.
When you got the greatness of Dalton Connect, anything is possible. Let me stop.
Listen,
never lost.
Never lost.
The white boy's name into this.
Never lost with Dalton Connect. Never lost.
Hey, right now the Lakers are down 2-0 to the Pistons, bro. Where's LeBron's greatness at now?
Didn't Detroit already?
Seven thinks that the reason the Lakers are playing better is because LeBron took that break to go to his Illuminati meeting, and they approved more success for the Lakers. And as a result, the Lakers are winning more games. So LeBron James can finally have enough money to fix that fucking hairline.
He need to come home, like Charles say. He need to come on home. He need to come home. But he need to do
the headband.
He need to come on home. Go back to the headband. That's what he need to do. He need to come home. Shave it all off. Come home.
5-5.
That's what you need to do. That's what you need to do. Just come on home.
Well.
Just come on home. That's what you need to do. Come on home. Take it all off. Jump. Just take it all off. Jump.
Michael embraced it.
You in your 40s anyway. Jump. Just go and cut that thing off, cuz. We all know you older. Go on, do it.
Once you pass 35, nobody gives a fuck about your hair.
Exactly. Just go on, do it, man. Just come home. Just come on home, cuz. Just come on home. 7 approves. Just come on home.
If you want to see the majesty of what it looks like for a bunch of bald-headed men to get together, go watch the footage of the January 6 riots. There's plenty of bald men in there. They're all together. They're all happy. It's just beautiful cinematic gold for bald men everywhere. Oh wait, those are the white guys.
And then Rogaine approves a new commercial.
Jesus.
But
Clyde Frazier is responsible.
I approve.
But I got into-
I approve Rogaine. Use this commercial. Use the January 6th, but okay.
But I got into an argument with somebody yesterday and about John Stockton. And people are telling people, particularly him, he was telling me John Stockton's not even top 15. Bro.
Dude. Okay, hold on. Top 15 what?
Top 15 point guard.
Oh, dude, no, he's top 3.
He's top 3. He's definitely top. I got him top 3.
Top 2.
Yeah. Top 3.
Yeah.
Dude, no, the top 3 is arguably, I would say John Stockton. I would put Steve Nash. And then that third one, I would, because I consider him a point guard, I would put Allen Iverson at 3. Those are my top 3 point guards.
I'm with you, but I switched 7 switches Nash and Iverson.
Iverson? Yeah.
I second Nash third. And that's
you cannot have a conversation about point guards without putting John Stockton. Did John Stockton score? No. But John Stockton didn't need to score. John Stockton could get away with putting up 15 points a game, but as long as he's putting up those 15, 16 assists consistently, you didn't need to score 15 points.
Nope.
He has 2 records that probably won't be broken.
Yep.
No.
And everybody keep talking about LeBron James is the quote unquote hero of longevity. Go look up how many games John Stockton missed.
Yeah. I think John Stockton missed more playoff games than he did regular season games. And that's to say that he didn't miss a whole hell of a lot of playoff games.
John Stockton is such a good distributor that Pablo Escobar regularly called John Stockton for advice on how to properly distribute.
Pablo's I believe that shit. I believe that shit, man. And I looked at old dude, and he was giving me,
15.
He was giving me a list of current guys. He wouldn't give me stuff or anything in John's era. He didn't give me a list of a Gary Payton. He didn't give me a list of Mahmoud Rauf. I remember he played toward the tail end of John Stockton, but
Hold on.
Yeah.
When you have an interview with Gary Payton saying that John Stockton was the wirest most point guard that he had to cover, that tells you all you need to know. And Gary was a defensive point guard.
I gave him a homework assignment. I put up a couple of videos on John Stockton. Go watch these and come back to me tomorrow.
7 has a question. Who in the league today could actually stand for what a point guard is supposed to do? Not in this positionless crap that LeBron tries to play. In the true definition of what a point guard is supposed to do, who in the league today can stand with John Stockton?
Chris Paul.
And
that's if you put Chris Paul in his prime.
Chris Paul, and that's it. And he's got to be in his prime.
Yeah. And then I would say maybe Russell Westbrook in like the first 4 years of his career because he distributed to KD and James Harden. But those are the only 2 guys that I can think of.
Russell Westbrook is...
Yeah, Rondo. Yeah, Rondo. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Rondo.
I mean, Rondo.
Yeah, I'll give you Rondo. I'll give you Rondo.
True point guard.
I'll give you Rondo.
Straight up.
Westbrook. No. Westbrook is a hard no.
Westbrook in his first 3 or 4 years when he was distributing to KD.
Nope.
You don't think so?
Nope.
My only call for Paul's on Westbrook was the fact that he scored. He wasn't just a distributor. If you put him in John Stockton's ilk, he scored more than John.
And John can shoot the lights out.
And John can shoot the basketball. He wasn't a liability from 3.
No.
Red. Definitely wasn't a liability.
No, you didn't want John Stockton at the line either. 91%.
No.
91%. Get out here.
Yeah.
That's what it was, man. It was a young dude.
It was a young dude.
Yeah,
it was a young dude. And that's why I gave him that homework, man. Go look at this and come back and talk to him.
No. Because there was a method for the Jazz that when Stockton had the ball, you force Stockton to score because Stockton is going to get other players involved. And then Stockton, when he hits you from mid-range, 2-3 shots in, okay, we got to start covering Stockton. And then Stockton started hitting people with the assists.
I mean, let's go back and look. Go back and look at it. Who did these Jazz? I mean, with these these Western Conference Championship Jags, I can't say Championship Jags per se, but Western Conference Championship Jags, look at the teams they beat.
The man went 10 seasons, like 10 or 11 seasons, averaging a double-double.
Mm-hmm.
Averaged a double-double for 10 to 11 straight seasons.
Ridiculous.
That's just sick. That's
not including how many times he led the league in steals.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, no.
Yeah.
His ability to put the ball exactly where it needed to be when he was distributing is something you don't see at very many other guys outside of like AI and Rondo, who could put it on a dime. Nash was another one who could put it on a dime.
Hell yeah.
You know.
That's why I said Nash, between Nash, Kidd, and Stockton. Those and Iverson again, but Iverson was more of a scorer than a distributor.
I ain't gonna say in Lotto. He ain't deserved that second MVP. Just saying.
No, he should have got that. I'm definitely going. I'll agree to an extent.
No, Kobe should have got that.
Yep.
I'll agree to an extent.
Or Shaq.
When you talk about pure point guards, I got John Stockton 1. I got Jason Kidd 2. That's just me. I got J Kidd 2.
I believe. Hey,
ain't no wrong with that. Ain't no wrong with that.
Seven's been a
like, it can't create argument. I mean, I got Magic Johnson right, like probably number 2 in Stockton.
So I just looked up his Wikipedia. I looked up Stockton's with Wikipedia stats. The only season that he didn't start, well, there's 4 seasons he started his career where he didn't start all 82 games. He missed 4 games in 88 or 89-90. He started 78-78. And then in the 97-98 season, when they met the Bulls in that second championship, he went 64 for 64. Those were the only seasons that he missed games. The only other season that he didn't play a full 82 was the strike shortened.
Remember that? Yep.
And he still played all 50 games.
Yep.
So you missed technically between 87 and 2003. He missed 24 games.
That's just sick.
If you go look up
load management has ruined that.
LeBron might have played. LeBron, I think, played like 2 full seasons.
Yeah,
maybe 2 max. He played 82 games.
Yeah. This is the issue that I have with the load management now. With this, I got to take days. First off, if the NBA wouldn't schedule the back-to-backs that they do, the consistency that they do the back-to-backs, I think it would make the NBA season better.
Right.
I think there's a lot you can do to make NBA better.
Right. I agree.
But the whole, I can't play load management. You're never going to see anybody in this day and age play 82 games. It's just not going to happen.
I think Mikal Bridges is like the only consistent guy I've seen in a long time.
Chris Paul, I feel like 7 feels like Chris Paul is definitely a top 5 to top 6.
10. I'll be top 10.
Top 10. Yeah.
Evan grew up as a Suns fan. So the fact that 3 guards that played for the Suns are in this conversation is nothing short of fantastic.
I know you're talking Jason Kidd
so
and Steve
we got Nash and Kidd.
How dare you do Kevin? How dare you do Kevin Johnson like that? I'm just playing.
Chris Paul did. I thought you were talking about Kevin Johnson.
How dare you do that to Kevin Johnson? I'm just playing.
Dude, I'll take him, Mark Jackson or Chris Paul.
Oh, that's a good one. Damn. Damn, I'm gonna have to.
I'm in my bag with that one. Mark Jackson was lit.
In their prime, I have to be CP3.
If we're being biased, because I don't like Chris.
You gonna take Mark Jackson?
I'm taking Mark Jackson. I'm taking Mark Jackson.
But by taking Mark, are you? Cal ain't wrong. He ain't wrong.
That is a legitimate. Like you can go either way, and there's merits to either side of the argument. Like honestly.
Oh yeah. He ain't wrong.
No.
Hell, I might go.
That's a solid argument.
I might go with Mark Jackson myself.
You put both of those guys on the same team, I'd give 30 minutes to one, 18 to the other. Yeah, and you're going to have a solid 48 minutes.
I mean, Chris Paul is definitely probably going to score more points, but
It'd be like
in terms of not having the turnovers, in terms of controlling the pace of the game, in terms of playing defense.
Yep.
For me, it'd be a similar comparison would be Steve Nash and Gary Payton. I mean, you can't go wrong with either one of those two choices.
You can't. You really can't. You can't.
Because you get the defense
I don't know. Steve Nash gonna get torched on the other side.
Yeah. He gonna get whipped on.
Take Gary Payton.
He gonna get whipped on the defensive end. He gonna get whipped.
I mean. Yeah, you put Steve Nash up against somebody like Steph Curry or something. He's cooked.
Steve Nash
cooked. Gary Payton is different. He ain't getting cooked like that.
Yeah,
not by no other point guard.
His son is, but he wouldn't.
No, Gary Payton Jr. All right. He's the defense.
He's all right. He's a pretty good defensive player. He just
He just ain't there yet. Yeah. Oh! I forgot about Mike Bibby.
Most people do. He doesn't. I don't. Seven other things.
He was nice.
Enough respect. Mike Bibby.
Bibby was nice.
Got Mike Bibby.
Mike Bibby was nice. He was nice.
I remember that Western Conference Finals run they had with the Lakers.
Yep. Yeah. Bibby was nice, man.
He played it.
Yep.
See, Mike Bibby and Damon Stoudemire were like the same. They'll give you buckets. They got buckets. Liabilities too. They'll give you buckets.
So let me ask you this:
stay off the weed.
So yep. So let me ask you.
He could, man.
Stay off the damn weed. Hey, let me ask y'all this. Let me ask y'all this: where we putting white chocolate at?
I wouldn't put him top. For me, I wouldn't put him.
Jason
top.
Williams.
In terms of skill, he's top 10. Skill, just skill.
Skill was top 10.
But outside of that, I don't know where you put it.
You can throw. We could go 20. He can go with if we say top 30, top 25, just off of nostalgia and what he did with the ball.
Right.
You could put him in 25, 22.
He was one of the best ball handlers, and his style was different.
Talent and flair definitely top 10, but overall, got to go with what Kyle said, top 25 at best.
Yeah, I would. He's not the type of guy that strikes fear. Like if you put John Stockton or Steph Curry on the floor, I'm going to be scared of those two guys first.
Oh, he brought up another good one.
Yep, Monte Ellis.
Oh, it would have been interesting to see if the Warriors kept Ellis and traded.
Yeah,
Steph
that's
Curry.
one of those big what if scenarios.
That would have been a huge what if. Huge what if. Because Monte was that man.
The what if to me is if they could have stayed on the same team.
Yeah, because Monte was that dude, though.
He was.
Could you
I know
imagine
everybody talks about Derrick Rose and Westbrook being fast with the ball. Monte, he was fast. Could you imagine
if Golden State in an era where they kept Monta and Steph and still drafted Klay Thompson?
And this one,
that's a championship.
The issue that I have with
Tony's top 15, top 12.
I would say the issue that I have with Tony Parker is I think he played better in the Popovich system. I don't know if he puts up the numbers in another team without Tim Duncan and Manu Ginobili helping him out.
You know what? I was watching, Gilbert Arenas has his little show.
Yeah.
Him and Nick Young and Brandon Jennings were arguing. They were talking about
Brandon Jennings is another one that I think is the short end of the stick.
The whole Batman and Robin thing. Tim Duncan and Tony Parker are the true definition of Batman and Robin. Yeah. Tim Duncan is Batman. Tony Parker is Robin. Gilbert Arenas swears he's a Kobe fan. He always calls Kobe Robin and calls Shaq Batman. That's a Batman Superman type of situation right there.
Yeah. I can go with that.
That's not Batman and Robin at all. But
that made Ginobili Batgirl.
No, that makes Ginobili Alfred.
I'm just asking.
We'll make him out.
Yeah,
Albert. Okay.
So let me ask you guys this then. If we're talking about Batman and Robin, who's the Bat? I mean, I know who I would put as Batman, but do you run Batman and Robin for Pippen and Jordan, or do you run Batman and Superman for?
No, I'm running. That's Batman and Robin. I'm running
Batman and Robin all day long.
All right. I figured I'd ask.
Yeah.
I mean, because
all right, y'all. Which Isaiah Thomas?
Fuck Isaiah Thomas.
Old Ike. He talking about old Ike, not little Ike.
You talking about old Ike or new Ike?
You talking about old Ike.
You talking about old Ike? Okay.
He's talking about Pistons Thomas.
If you talking about Pistons, Thomas, okay.
You talking about Ike that Mike wouldn't let get on the dream team?
Yeah. No, he wouldn't.
Yeah.
He wouldn't.
Mike didn't want
But you know what though? You know what? And I've always said this about Isaiah Thomas. And I always said this about Isaiah Thomas. Remember, this whole not shaking hands thing wasn't his idea. It was Bill Lambier's.
Yep.
So if he would have been
that is
so. But hold on, hear me out. So if Isaiah would have been the true leader of that team and did the right thing, shook hands, Isaiah may have been on the dream team.
Yep. And this is why Isaiah had a choice. Isaiah decided to be, oh no, the Bills beat us, I'm going to follow Lambert. Jordan said it best in the documentary. We lost. We got our asses kicked. We shook their hands every time.
Yep.
There is a level of sportsmanship that was needed with basketball in the 90s, and Isaiah did not show it.
Yep.
So even Karl Malone, punk ass, he went all the way on the bus to shake Mike's hand after the game.
Mike took it personal. Mike really took it personal.
He did. Yeah. He did. Now I got another point guard real quick. Jamal Crawford.
Best six man.
Yeah, Maul's definitely the best six man in the history. Of the
NBA. Yep.
Lou Williams right behind him.
I'll put Lou behind him.
I'll put Lou behind him. Lemon Pepper Lou. I'll put Lou right behind him. I'll put Lou behind him.
Lou Williams?
Yeah.
I think I go Crawford over Williams.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just saying Lou is right behind him.
Yeah, we'll put Lou at number 2 right now.
Dude, is 7? I'm sorry, is 7?
I think he might be froze.
Oh, there he is.
He wasn't
there
froze.
He is. Okay. But
I'm here.
But I think
he's got a pair of boobies he's seeing on the screen over there. That's what's up.
We just said Jamal. We just said Jamal Crawford. But yeah, I think Jamal, best six man
ever.
What
about Penny Hardaway?
The best what if.
Yep. Do you count him as more of a point? What do you count him as?
I count him as a point guard.
Okay.
He would have been the next Magic Johnson had he stayed healthy.
Absolutely.
Had his knees.
I'm gonna take it out the realm of the point guard and put somebody who was really close to what Penny was. Grant Hill.
I consider Grant Hill more of a small forward, but Grant Hill is another one of those what if scenarios. Man.
They suffered from the same thing.
The same shit. Yep. How about Brandon Roy?
Brandon Roy really suffered from it.
He really did.
Bro.
Yeah. I love Brandon Roy.
I'll say this shit. He was the second coming of Kobe.
I love Brandon Roy back in the day.
After Seattle left, basketball left, I was rooting for Brandon Roy and the Blazers, man.
I love Brandon Roy, man.
Watching him play basketball.
Yeah. He was sick.
He could not stay healthy.
He was sick, man.
Another one, Derrick Rose, close to the heart, Will.
Yep.
Derrick Rose is another one of those what ifs, man.
And it's Thibodeau's fault.
Exciting folk to see, man.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's Thibodeau's fault. Punk ass.
That's another issue I got with John Morant. Like John Morant with all the jumping and shit, you gotta chill. You're gonna end up like Derrick Rose.
Yep.
You gotta chill.
You gotta pace yourself, man. You gotta pace yourself, young man.
Shoot.
Yeah.
D Rose could still shoot, but
pace yourself. Learn that jumper.
Rose's strong suit was always driving to the basket. Like when he had the ball in his hand, he was the most dangerous player. Off the ball, sure, he may have cut a couple screens, but Derrick Rose always had the spotlight on him when the ball was in his hand.
Oh yeah.
How do you game plan for that shit? You know what he's going to do, and you can't fucking
stop it.
Derrick was one of those people that didn't have a dominant hand, whether he went to the right or the left. You get those point guards that are more right dominant and will throw a flare by going to the left once in a while. Derrick was dominant with both hands. That's what made him such a threat on the court, because it didn't matter if you had Luol Deng or Joakim Noah or Carlos Boozer or Taj Gibson.
Didn't matter.
There was everybody.
Shout out to Carlos. Shout out to Carlos Boozer. Shout out to you, bro.
Not fucking mad.
Shout out to Carlos Boozer. That motherfucker.
Say what?
That motherfucker said.
Carlos Boozer. Yep.
I
will say that dude melted like butter in the fucking postseason, dude. I can't tell you how many times that dude wide open and just fucking bricked the shot. It's what happened to us when we played the Wizards that one year.
Yep, and lost. Yep. And freaking lost.
Carlos Boozer was a better version of Drew Gooden. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
He was a much better version of Drew Gooden.
Now, how about Boozer and Williams in Utah when they were playing together? That was a dynamic duo.
That motherfucker had some soul power. I was like, what the hell is that back there?
You said Williams?
Yeah, Deron Williams and Carlos Boozer when they played in Utah. That was a good one.
Man.
I ain't never been crazy about Deron, man.
What?
I ain't never been a fan of Deron Williams.
I think once he got traded to Brooklyn, he kind of fell off.
He kind of fell off when he got to Brooklyn.
After his first year in Brooklyn. His first year in Brooklyn, he was good.
Utah, dude.
Utah years were good. Utah years were great, but once he got over to Brooklyn, man.
I thought D Brown was going to be damn near just as good.
Motherfucker wasn't shit.
Because they both came from, what was it, Illinois?
Motherfucker wasn't shit. Could jump out the fucking gym and couldn't do shit else. Could jump out the damn gym and couldn't do shit else.
D Brown.
Then every time they come on TV, they gonna give it to the great D Brown. What's so great about his ass? He can leap. That's it.
Gonna be a hooper, man.
He can leap. That's it. A
lot
of them motherfuckers can jump back then and couldn't do shit else. Shit, look at Kenny Skywalker. Jump out the fucking gym, ain't do shit.
Kwame Brown.
Don't get me started.
Don't get me started on Kwame. We're not gonna talk about Kwame Brown. We ain't gonna talk about Kwame Brown because I don't want to be in his sights. I don't want to be in his sights.
You don't want him to pop up.
I don't want him to pop off on me. That William Morgan. That no good damn William Morgan that turned out his damn race talking about me.
This motherfucker on the Sports
Report. Motherfucker on the Sports Report talking shit about me. This motherfucker turned against his own brother talking about me.
So our 7-9 shift because we're white.
I feel like he ain't that shit. He ain't gonna attack y'all. He ain't gonna attack y'all because y'all gonna be along for the ride. He gonna come after us. That's what he gonna come after. I'm gonna come after. Them brothers on the Sports Report ain't right, y'all. They ain't right.
Hold on.
They on that.
Hold on. I got to do this. Got to look into the camera. Mr. Kwame Brown, you and your show. If you watch this, I deeply apologize for my comments about you. I had nothing but respect you, Mr. Kwame Brown, and that it was Mr. Michael Jordan, the owner's fault of the Charlotte Bobcats and Washington Wizards for fucking you up. That is my formal apology. There we go. We all safe now.
I thought Will was gonna go full Stephen A. Smith.
Kwame Brown. Hey, but you know what though? I blame the general manager of the Wizards back then because there was a trade in place to trade him, and that trade never materialized. Yep.
They let Brendan Haywood stay in his.
Dude, how is it that Ernie Grunfeld? How is it that Ernie Grunfeld for the New York Knicks in the '90s? That dude puts together a winning fucking team, and then it goes.
It was horrible.
John.
Brendan Haywood had 2 left feet.
The New York Knicks for the '90s. The '90s Knicks, led by Ewing and John Starks. Keep in mind, if John Starks doesn't have the bad John Starks game, we're talking about the Knicks being champions and not the Rockets. Okay, I'm done looking into the camera. But Ernie Grunfeld takes the entire Knicks organization for the '90s, even after Pat Riley leaves, and with Jeff Van Gundy, keeps that team relevant. He goes to fucking Washington.
That's the most hoodest team.
That's the hoodest shit ever. Yep.
That team with Van Gundy. Oh my god,
dude. The Knicks, and that's what I miss. I miss the rivalries.
You would not want to fight that team.
The Knicks and the Heat.
Everybody got hate.
The Heat and the Knicks were a 5 or 7 game series every fucking time they played. Because you knew you were going to get rights and lefts. You knew you were going to get ejections.
Didn't Jeff try to bite Alonzo Mourning?
What? He tried to drag Larry Johnson away, dude. Patrick Ewing, or no, it was Alonzo Mourning used Jeff Van Gundy as a weight on his ankles to fucking go after people because that's how he worked out. Fucking Jeff Van Gundy. Fuck, man. The dude.
Y'all know good now. Well, but you know what though?
Wills, Chris Childs,
fucking Larry,
Anthony Mason, Marcus Camby, man.
But for all the good they did, don't forget they also had Charles Smith.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fucking Charles Smith game. And John Starks. Let's not forget John Starks.
Can't forget John.
John Starks is the reason that team did not win Game 7. If that dude shoots even 25% from the floor, Like that game rivals of James Harden and the Rockets 0 for 27, dude.
Man,
This team that had Jalen Hurts.
I felt like we would have cooked Braun and them in that final. I don't care.
This team that had Jalen Hurts on it won.
Jesus.
This team won 143 to 115.
Oh, hey, Will.
Man, I had a tie in my fantasy basketball league.
Your Saints gave up another touchdown.
I saw that. Motherfuckers.
Anyway,
motherfuckers. They gave up another touchdown. They gave before that game. They gave up another touchdown. Motherfuckers can't even get the damn. They can't even get the fucking spread right,
bro. At 8:04 in the third quarter, before the Packers even kicked their first field goal, ESPN had a 99% chance of the Packers winning. That is how bad.
That's how bad they are. That's how bad they are.
Yo, but
100% of ESPN people like, nah, look past the results, fam. They're gonna win this.
Look at the fucking playoff picture right now, too.
Yeah.
You got the fucking Lions, Minnesota,
and
the Packers in the playoffs.
Dude, every team in the NFC has every team minus the Falcons and the Seahawks or Falcons and Rams in the playoffs have 10 wins. This early in the season.
I don't care though. Watch out for them fucking Rams.
Yep. They're getting hot.
They gonna snake some.
Not if Matthew Stafford keep playing the way he's been playing.
That defense.
He got to switch though, man. It's like he gonna have a few bad games, but
that defense is playing the way
he put up 44 on the Bills.
He did
like that.
He did.
He put up 33 on my boys.
He did.
Matt Stafford had that LeBron James switch. First half of the season, he might as well locked him.
Yep.
The second half, the second half of the season. The second half, he locked in.
It's nuts.
The second half of the season, he locked in. I guess
it would be insane. Somebody's knocking the Eagles off. Somebody knocking them off.
I gotta bring up some very painful memories though, because had it not been for that face mask penalty in the end zone, Minnesota would have beaten the Rams.
If Minnesota knocked the Eagles off, I'm going backtrack and get me a Percy Harvin jersey. I'm gonna get a Brett Favre jersey.
I'm telling you, our secondary is good enough to pick Hurts off the way he watch. They're gonna try to throw the damn ball down the field. Now, if they run the ball all game long and they keep our offense off the field, they beat us.
Jalen is another one of those that remind me of Lamar, where if you put him in a passing situation, if you take away Devontae Adams or Devontae Smith or AJ Brown, when they're both on the field, AJ is a much better Jalen is a much better passer. But if you take one off the field, look at how bad Jalen Hurts becomes because he doesn't have both security blankets. He's one of those dudes that need to sleep with a weighted blanket and then sleep with the comforter on top of that weighted blanket. He take one of those two away and he can't go to sleep. And that's even if he plays because he's in concussion protocol. So who knows if he's going to be available?
As much as
Kenny Pickett plays,
Kenny Kitten Mittens Pickett is not going to be the answer for Philadelphia. No. He can't get.
But it won. And like we said, it won because Pickett played a bad game. Pickett played a good game.
The defense got torched.
As much as I make fun of Jalen Hurts, he can play without Devontae Smith. Agreed. He needs AJ Brown and he needs Dallas Goedert.
Agreed.
That's what he needs. Now, if you get two of the three,
a solid running back.
You need Saquon. Yep. The entire team is different if Saquon is not on that field. No disrespect to Kenneth Gainwell, but that team, nobody fears Gainwell the way that they fear Saquon.
And that's real shit. I sat and talked to my dad. We had a long discussion about this.
Mm-hmm.
My pop said when the Eagles got Saquon, I don't see him playing more than 8 games. And I said, Pop, what if he wasn't hurt last year? He just was bullshitting.
Yeah.
This man literally has played every damn game.
Every game.
And has looked amazing.
Absolutely. That is a reason why he is my vote for MVP. Nothing wrong with Josh Allen. I think Josh Allen is putting up numbers, and we talked about Joe Burrow. But Saquon is the heartbeat of that team. If Saquon is not on that team, this Eagles team is not 13. Or this
they don't even be in the game yesterday if Saquon's not.
Absolutely not.
The craziest shit is we know he's not going to get it.
I
That that offensive player of the year shit, right? It's kind of a toss up too. Listen,
they did the same thing to AP when he damn near got the record. Like it's the exact same thing.
Listen, if they do offensive player of the year, at one point in time, we can say, all right, Saquon's going to get it. Jamar Chase might get it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead, Seven. What were you going to say?
The reason why it's honestly a toss-up with Saquon and Josh Allen now. If you take Saquon off of that Eagles team, you're taking away at least 3 to 4 rings or 3 to 4 wins. If you take Josh Allen off of that Buffalo team, they don't have a chance. And I think that's the deciding factor at this point because I like Saquon, and until Josh Allen really started to find his groove in the second half of the season, I was 100% on board with Saquon. Just a few weeks ago, I was still saying it should be Saquon.
Yep.
Josh Allen has taken it.
Yep. And it's the same thing that I was talking about with Will. I think Saquon does more with his team. And it's the reason why I still think that Ashton Genty should have won the Heisman, because without Ashton on Boise State is not sniffing the playoffs. Boise State may still win the Mountain West, but that Mountain West conference is not gonna have the firepower backing it because you have a Heisman hopeful. So that's the reason why I think he should have won it. I think running backs in general have been so devalued, but I think this year with the way Josh Jacobs is playing in Green Bay, with the way Saquon is playing in Philadelphia, with the way Derrick Henry is playing in Baltimore, I think it's reestablishing the value that running backs should still have and are bringing back to the league.
You know what? Let's also do this. Let's call out Kansas City season. If not for the stellar running play that we've seen in Kansas City this year, Kansas City is not a playoff team.
Fuck that. I was just about to ask y'all this. I got a question. Do y'all think so? Again, let's take the three-peat out of the equations. Remove the three-peat. If Kansas City wins the Super Bowl, right? You do know they're going to run with the narrative now. This was their toughest championship ever. This was the toughest championship run ever. This is going to be it.
Okay.
They're going to go with this one. I kind of want them to win at this point because I don't trust Lamar Jackson. I don't really trust these NFC teams either. And the storyline for Kansas City kind of makes sense that they're going to create.
The argument that I'll give Seven and Kyle is Kansas City is not the offensive juggernaut that they were, which is why I don't think Patrick should be in the conversation for MVP. Being a Kansas City fan, again, that hurts for me to say.
Not playing better than Sam Darnold.
Right? Sam Darnold is putting up better numbers, right? Joe Burrow is absolutely putting up better numbers. Justin Herbert is putting up better numbers. You can make the argument that Bo Nix is putting up better numbers. But where Kansas City, I think, is a step or two ahead in the league, is they kind of put together last year. Their defense was the heart and soul of that team. So let's focus on the defense. Patrick will still be Patrick, but as long as our defense can keep it, you realize Kansas City has not scored more than 30 points in any of their games this season. There's 4 other teams that haven't scored more than 30. The Raiders, the Jets, the Patriots, and there's one other team. Those 3 other teams have less than 4 wins amongst them. So obviously the offense is not what's keeping Kansas City in games. It's their defense. And yes, devil magic may be involved. Right, there's devil magic involved in that blocked field goal. Absolutely. There's maybe phantom flag on the pass interference game against Cincinnati. Maybe we drew the line a little bit longer in the end zone.
At least Ando admits it. At least Ando admits it.
My point is, Kansas City is evolving from we're going to put it all on Patrick to we're going to take Patrick slowly out, and the defense is going to carry it, right? Until you can find a way to score on that defense.
It's good. It's good coaching.
Go ahead, Kyle.
No, so when you look at it, it's first of all, it's fantastic coaching. It's almost Bill Belichick-esque type of coaching.
Agreed.
The way they look. My thing with the Chiefs is, again, with them, letting the Chiefs issue, well, everyone else's issue is they can't outscore them. Not in the shootout. It's because you let them fucking hang around.
Mm-hmm.
You have to bury them early and often. Because if you let them fucking sit around down 4, down 3,
Yep.
they're going to win.
You got to put your neck on. You got to put a foot on your neck. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, there's nobody you trust more with the ball. To have the ball last than Patrick Mahomes.
Yep.
Just saying.
God damn it, Will, stop touching buttons.
I like it, Will. On a square.
If you look at every game that the Chiefs won this year, first of all, every game this season, outside of the loss to Buffalo, which I think even the loss to Buffalo was a one-score game.
Yep.
30-21.
Every game,
that's the
Kansas
only
City.
exception. Oh, well, that
okay.
The Cleveland game. The Cleveland game was a 2-score game.
Okay. All right. So, but Kansas City has won their last 13 straight one-score games. You have to put Kansas City away. Yep. And these teams are letting, like Kyle said, they're letting Kansas City linger. But the worst part of it is every single one of these games can also come back to 2 or 3 mistakes that those teams made against Kansas City, usually a self-inflicted wound in the form of a penalty. Mm-hmm. 1 or 2 of them were a turnover, but for the most part, it's been penalties at the worst possible time. Because are there penalties that get called in favor of the Chiefs that are questionable? Yeah. That happens to every fucking team in the league. So miss me with that bullshit, for the love of God. However, when we look at the plays that are game defining, every game has come down to, just like I said, just like what you get in the postseason, comes down to one play. And more often than not, it's one penalty that these teams get that gives Patrick that little bit of door.
Now,
and when he sees that crack, it's a weakness to him, and he's going to kick that motherfucker through.
I'll say it's one game. It's one game where I think Vegas made the call. The Denver game.
The
block field goal. Vegas made the call. Vegas made the call. On that.
It was like a little wizard showed up.
They called down to the sideline. Yo, Sean Payton. Yo, you need to tell your left guard to let that guy come through because we're going to block this kid.
No problem.
Yep. Hey, but real quick, guys.
As soon as the check clears, we'll let it through. Will, can you just let 68 know to just let him through? Just fucking let him through.
This is another valid point. Patrick Mahomes is getting his true wide receiving core at the exact right time. You're about to go into the postseason to face a Kansas City Chiefs team that's going to have a Hollywood Brown that's healthy and fresh fucking legs.
Yep.
DeAndre
Hopkins with something to prove because he hasn't played in the postseason in forever.
And he hasn't gotten a ring. So D-Hop wants that. And you got Xavier Worthy, that rookie that is so close to greatness, he can taste it. Yep. He can taste it.
Andy Reid does a great job of calling plays for him.
Dude, and that's another thing.
Sure.
The coaching and a lot of people will throw it on Andy Reid. I think Andy Reid delegates the offense and the defense to a point where it's not just all on him. Matt Nagy, with all the flaws that Matt Nagy has, he still runs the offense consistently. And then Steve Spags, how that guy is not a head coach, how that dude is not a head coach again is beyond. I think he fits perfectly when he can focus on one side of the ball. I think that's what makes Spags.
He is the best defense. It is arguable to have Spags as one of the top 3, top 2 defensive coordinators in NFL history.
Yep. I would argue that he is on levels of what's his name? Ryan. Bob Ryan?
Rex
no, the dad. What's the dad? Buddy Ryan. I would say he's on level with Buddy Ryan as far as like consistently calling good defense.
But the greatness of Spags can be very simply seen in one simple fact. You will not find a top tier running back that has more than one good game against the Steve Spagnuolo defense.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry has faced a Steve Spagnuolo defense 4 times.
He hasn't had a 100-yard game, right?
One 100-yard game in 2018.
Oh, that was the game that Patrick got knocked out of, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. That is the only time that Derrick Henry has ever. Derrick Henry, the king. Derrick Henry. You want to tell me to worry about the Eagles in, possibly going against the Chiefs in the Super Bowl? Saquon Barkley is going to get neutralized. And what happens to the Eagles when Saquon Barkley gets neutralized?
They got to go to Jalen Hurts.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Because
then he's going to be.
If you tell me that fantastic Kansas City defense can't neutralize the 2 pieces that the Eagles need to be successful to win in Saquon Barkley and A.J. Brown, you are out of your mind. Both of those guys will get locked up in that game. It's honestly not even a fair contest because Kansas City's offense can pick apart that weak-ass defense all day.
I would say the team that scares me the most in the NFC is Detroit. And that was because you can't focus on just Montgomery or Gibbs. You have to focus on both of them. Between the two, you can get 100 yards. But now with Montgomery being hurt, you have to lean on Gibbs.
Yeah. All right, guys. Let's go ahead.
The NFL wants Detroit. I'll close with this. The NFL wants the Detroit Chiefs Super Bowl because that will be a shootout because you are going to have that amazing offense over, really actually putting true pressure on Kansas City's defense.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're one of the few offenses that can.
And you know what?
If Kansas City's offense beating up that already beat up defense that Detroit has.
Can I say that if we get a Detroit...
When the fuck did they get Jamal Adams?
They signed him after one of the cornerbacks got hurt.
Yep.
I think it was before the Thanksgiving Day game against the Bears.
Detroit got Jamal Adams?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep, Seattle cut him. What I will say is this. As a Chiefs fan 7, if it is the Chiefs and the Lions in the Super Bowl, as long as it is a shootout or a close game, like a 24-20, 27-21 game, I'd be all right with the Lions beating the Chiefs.
It's a 60-point game. If it's the Lions and the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, guaranteed.
Yep.
All right, you guys, let's go ahead and finish up the show. Your boy got to go to work tomorrow. Let's go and finish up the show with some baseball. Then we're rolling out of here with the 7-inning stretch. Let's go.
I want to be the best in the game, invest in my name, check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain, I ingest, I retain, assess and I change, possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints.
All right, 7, let's go.
We are mourning the loss. I believe it was yesterday. No, it was Friday or Saturday. The passing of one of the what is arguably the greatest leadoff hitter in baseball history in Rickey Henderson. 1,406 total stolen bases over his career. The man was a menace. You had to pitch to him because if you walked him, it was a walk becomes a triple. And if you got a single, it's a triple. If Rickey gets on base, he's getting a third. It doesn't matter what base he stops at, he's going to be on third within just a few pitches. And he was electric, great personality, always talked in the third person. That is 100% true. My good friend who I a podcast named Deferred, when we bring that back next year, had media credentials doing interviews for MLB Trading Card Magazine in the late 80s and early 90s for both the Giants and the A's. Interviewed him multiple times, and he was definitely the character that was advertised, but was also one of the nicest guys. Definite big loss for baseball. And, thoughts and prayers go out to his friends, family, former teammates, because that's devastating. Quick, fun story. 1993, Rickey Henderson got injured early in the season, like May, June timeframe. And so, and in that year, even though he got injured very early in the season, he still had, 31 stolen bases, something that most players still don't do in a full year. And in 1993, Kenny Lofton stole 70. And after they announced that Kenny Lofton had finished the season as a stolen base leader, Rickey Henderson called Kenny Lofton and said, 70. Man, if Rickey was healthy, Rickey would have had 70 by the All-Star break and hung up the phone. And Kenny Lofton has told that story himself, so Seven knows it to be true. Definitely very sad for the passing of Ricky Henderson. An amazingly talented individual. And I mean, he had 3 seasons where he stole over 100 bases in the season, including the still MLB record, not just because he has the career record, but also in 1982, he stole 130 bases in a season. And that's still the record for the most stolen bases in a season today. But the thing of it is, with Ricky, it wasn't just about stolen bases and the speed that he produced. He was also a solid, consistent hitter because he hit 279 over his career. That's insane. You hit 279 over your career, and they can't keep you contained when you get on the base. That's an electric talent. You don't see that.
Yeah, that's scary.
Let's see. Boston signed Walker Buehler today.
Deal, right?
Yeah, 1-year deal, $21.5 million guaranteed. Another $21.05 million guaranteed. Another $2.5 million in incentives. Sean Manaea is going back to the Mets on a 3-year deal. $75 million contract that Steve Cohen will be paying using Venmo from offshore accounts because all of his legal U.S. money is now tied up into Juan Soto.
Are we sure that Grimace isn't helping out with the payments?
Paul Goldschmidt signed with the Yankees on a 1-year deal. That was another big one. Astros traded for Christian Walker. Oh, no, it wasn't a trade. It was the Astros signed Christian Walker. 3-year, $60 million deal. He was the first baseman for the Diamondbacks, one of the best young first basemen in the league. Reds traded the Yankees for Jose Trevino.
No, that's good news because that helps out with Soto, right?
Not really. No.
Okay.
No.
It's just kind of more roster filling spot at this point.
Well, it's for the Reds. They, I think they forget that they are actually a Major League Baseball team, not a minor league team. At least their owner forgets because he doesn't give a fuck.
Damn.
Legitimately, the Cincinnati Reds owner is one of the most horrible people in baseball.
I would actually wear like that. Be like, now listen there, y'all.
I would not like if I walked up and Rob Manfred was on fire, and so was the owner of the Cincinnati Reds.
You would put Rob Manfred out.
I would pee on Rob Manfred to put it out, and then I would beat the owner of the Reds with Rob Manfred's body to put him out. That's how I would cover the fire. Yeah. But I'd let him burn for a while I several bottles of water to work up the pee needed to put out Rob.
Jesus.
The problem is, though, if you drink that much water, Seven, you got to remember that once you pee, you break the seal. So you're going to be peeing every 30 minutes. So you're just going to pee on the defecated corpse of Rob Manfred over and over because you hate the Reds owner that much.
That is all they go on the Reds owner.
Okay.
Rob Manfred went gone. Reds owner, I want him to
experience hell on earth.
Yeah.
All right, you guys.
It's horrible. There was one. Hold on. There was one other thing that I saw come across. Let me go back. The MLB and the umpires have reached a tentative deal on their next CBA. I'm still getting info on it because this was announced this afternoon. So we'll probably talk more about that next week. But it's going to be interesting. Nothing is official yet because it still has to get approved by both the umpires union and the league in January, but there is a tentative agreement in place for right now. So we'll see what happens.
All right. Appreciate that, Seven. Appreciate that. All right. Anybody got anything else you want to get off their chest before we roll out for the night?
Fuck Jerry Jones, fuck Jerry Krause, fuck Jerry Reinsdorf, and fuck Rob Manfred.
Jerry.
What's up, Seven?
Sorry, I couldn't resist.
I was just saying preach.
And Seven said, preach it. All right, you guys, I want to say thank you for everybody out there coming through. We do appreciate it. We had a pretty good audience tonight. Appreciate you guys rolling throughout in TV land. Thank you to everybody here being with me tonight. Do appreciate it. We'll see you guys next week right here on the Sports Report Podcast. Everyone have a Merry Christmas, and we'll see you next week.
Have a nice
I still can't believe we talked about Sparky dragging his nuts around.
See, you trying to get us
about Sparky and his nuts.
You trying to get us canceled.
It's canceled.